What's going on, my peoples? I go by the name of the Sorcerer, and today I'll be doing a reading for the year of 2024, upcoming year. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do a Celtic cross spread. If it resonates, I hope it helps. If not, send it back to the universe. Energy is fluid. We keep on shining and we stay rising. So let's see what's happening. The energy that I'm getting is expansion in terms of like your ideas. The movement's going to be a little bit more fluid. You know, I think 2023 brought more towards like trials and tribulations. Whereas I see 2024 being the number 8, 2 plus 4. Being a sense of fluidity and expansion. So let's see what's happening. Hope everyone's blessed by it. Alright. 2 more times. Alright, let's go. I do two tarot decks. The one's obviously the point of reference, the other one's for clarification. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so the current theme for 2024 is a sense of feeling. The start is a disconnection. I sense there's going to be many shifts, many energy changes, many activations, and my intuition is telling me, and source is telling me, is that there's no need to panic. It's just a case of you basically being present in this current time, within the year, start of the year. There'll be activations that will happen, but at the end of the day, it's a case of you being in control of your emotions. As you can see, you've got the 4 of Cups in reverse, but to clarify, it's the Queen of Cups. As you can see, it's telling me that during this time where you're feeling these sort of like activations, where you're feeling as it is this sense of like perhaps a energy shifts, changes, you know, it's all about you controlling your emotions during this current time. And it's basically to set the precedent for you to basically be aware that you have to be more aware about pouring your cup to the right peoples. And that could be through your friends, that could be through your purging, and you basically culling certain friendships that you may have or had, and it's a case of you making discernment during this current time. In the present situation, it's about, you've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and to clarify, you've got the 6 of Swords, as you can see. And the messages that I'm getting from there is quite simple. it's a case of you basically not letting the noise, and that could be through people, the naysayers, the people that doubt you, the people that basically bring you down, to ignore the noise and basically set upon what you are feeling or to do to make yourself, to put yourself in a position where it's going to make you happy. It's a time for you to actually be more selfish. And if you can hear that, that was my alarm clock. And that's just, as I said, it is a time for you to be a bit more selfish. And it's not a bad thing. It's just basically knowing what's really important for you. It's your life. It's okay to be selfish and make these choices. Because if these choices are there to make you happy, and it's to also protect your own energy, which is the most important currency in the universe, that is what you should be doing. That is what you should be doing in this current time. And, you know, at the end of the day, you're going to get tests, you know, with people saying you should do this, you should do that, you shouldn't be doing this. How about you just listen to your own voice, to your heart, to your intuition? That is what you must be doing in this current time. And I think, like, your challenges right now, going into 2024, is that you're going to get situations where you'll be put to the test of people trying to reconnect with you. And that could be a case of them messaging you. That could be a case of basically people hearing about what you're doing. You're making noise. And I think it's a case of you making sure that whoever's coming into your life, it's about you understanding that there isn't any sort of ulterior motive with the Page of Cups. And it's a case of you saying, all right, what are you there with the purest of your heart, so that you're there to basically show love, support me? Or are you there for ulterior motives? If somebody's there with ulterior motives, the biggest advice I could say to you is that I think it's okay to administer boundaries. Boundaries are important to protect your own energy, to protect your space as it is. And you've got to be the governance of yourself, the referee of yourself. And when you feel like a vibe that somebody might be a bad egg, or somebody might just be a tad toxic, or they administer like red flags as it is, you know, it's not a case of ignoring them. It's a case of you saying, you know what, if I don't learn this situation, it will be another cycle of me having to learn the hard way. And you shouldn't be doing that in the first place. You should feel as if, you know, the boundaries are kept at arm's length to protect your energy. It is, at the end of the day, to protect your own energy. What's rocking your soul? I feel like there's a change of perspective, a change of perspective in the way you see the world, the way you see yourself, the way you you're planning. You know, the things that you saw from 2023 to now, I mean, going forwards, which is 2024, it's completely different. And you've realized that you've had to, as you can see in the Chariot, you've got now like a sense of tunnel vision. Through that realization, is a case of you making sure that these changes are now set to wheels, and you have to keep going forwards and forwards and forwards and forwards and forwards. You know, at the end of the day, you can go left or right, as you can see at the start. It's wherever you want to go, left or right. For me, they represent like cats or horses. But for me, it's a case of you saying, wherever I'm going, it will all lead to home. Or it will all lead to your goal, excuse me. It will lead to your goal. And this is where, as you're going through your journey, again, another clarifier. It's where you're going to reconnect with people and you having to be the referee in your life to say whether these people are going to basically, are they there to reconnect in your life, to enhance your life, or they're there to dim your light. So you've got to use discernment, which is, discernment is basically making a better judgment for yourself. And in the past, you've got the Star card in reverse, and I think, no, what I know, as you can see there, it's about you knowing in the past that there were certain ideas that you had which doesn't align with you, and there were old truths of yourself, and that's fine. At the end of the day, these are things that you now know, that you're using this as your experience. You're using this knowing that this weren't a part of you going forwards. You know, you've deviated from your old self to your new self. It's a case of you using that chariot as a new form version of yourself for you to go forwards, because you can't take that old energy and into the new year, you know, because that's a lot of old energy that you harbored. For you can't take any new energy coming in if you still got old energy within you, or old ideas. You know, you want to essentially go to a new room, but you can't bring them old ideas into the new room as you're leveling up. What crowns you? You've got the Hermit in reverse, and you've got the Page of Pentacles. And with the Hermit being in reverse, it's a case of you're done of thinking over and over and over again. You know, it's a time for you to, you've already had your thoughts, you already had your plannings, you already had your like aha moment. And it's time for you to listen to your messages. Time to listen to this reading and say, it is time for you to make these changes. You know, having the old energy with you is basically going to be an anchor, and it's going to hold you down. And during the time of 2024, as I said, which is a number 8, if you all add it up, which is card of expansion, which is card of fluidity, you can't be the anchor while you're trying to move, because it's going to slow you down. That is the truth and the reality. Yes, that is the truth and the reality. You know, you're trying to expand on new things, but you're still going to be harboring old stuff. How can you progress? How can you move? How can you grow? And that's the truth. But the beautiful thing is, in your incoming future, is you got the 8 of Cups, as you can see, is the number 8, which is expansion. Which is you moving into a territory, of positiveness, of expansion, exploring. And, you know, even if it's at night, you're still going to be moving. It doesn't matter. You've got the same hours at night are the same hours in a day. And it's about you moving towards your victory. You having that sense of victory of conquering. You having that sense of victory of going forwards. And this could bring new love going forwards. You know, it could be, it's not a love reading, but whatever you're bringing into the energy is going to attract someone or somebody that's going to make you feel that type of passion. You are guided by Archangel Raphael with the lovers card. But my sense of that is, just realized, positive. It's positive going forwards, because you've got the 2 6s there anyway. And in the tarot card deck, 2 6s are positive. So whoever fire that's going to be coming in your life is going to be passionate. It's going to be loving. It's going to be something that's going to be enriched in your veins and your heart. It's going to be that passion. And you'll feel a sense of victory after that, because I feel like you're with this old ideas that you're removing and bringing something new. It's going to create that freshness within the new year. And in yourself, it's a case of you letting go and not holding anything that's old energy. And this is part of your healing process. But this is through your journey. This is something that you should be proud of anyway, because there is going to be a start, middle, and end with the Three of Swords. So it's the process of you going through this transformation and healing. If you're going through a heartache, you're going to be dealing with things from the present, which is going to heal your past, and it's going to improve your future. But it's all about you focusing on the present. Everything else is just ego, your past and your future. It's a case of you just making sure that you heal in the present. The people around you see that you've got a long-term goal, which I will see you travel into new horizons. And I think the people that around you, no, I know the people around you know that you're going to be saying, look, I've got to do me for the meantime. You've lot got love for me. You have love for me, but I've got to love you from afar because I need to make sure I need to focus on my goals. I need to do some inner work for me, you know? And it's important that they know this through you communicating. And once you communicate with that, there's going to be an essence of respect. An essence of respect for your new chapter, which is the Ace of Swords. As a clarifier, your hopes and fears right now is that it's your fear of expanding. And I will say to you, just let go of those fears, because the moment you work on removing those fears in the Eight of Pentacles, it's that sense of expanding, as I said prior and previously at the start of the reading. You in your nature will be fluid, and don't prohibit yourself from that, because it's going to lead you to the Ten of Pentacles. But this comes through you having to do your inner work, you having to allow yourself to have these connections, these love connections, or this self-love for yourself, you know, this self-improvement. And when you do so, you'll elevate yourself and you'll meet someone that will naturally be attracted to you because of your, you know, bringing yourself to a higher frequency. When you raise yourself up, you're going to attract more people around you because you are illuminating. You are illuminating. And in your outcome, you got the Ace of Swords in reverse, followed by the Page of Swords. I'm just going to get another clarifier for that. And another one. Lovely, lovely. Okay. You're good, you're good, you're good. This is going to give you a change of perspective, which is going to give you a massive tower change. I think it's going to be a change of the way you see the world and the way you see yourself. And it's going to cause a massive, like, effect on you. But for the positive, because tower changes are there to change you for the better. You know, sometimes you have to, you'll need to, you know, have everything to turn to rubble for you to truly set upon what you're truly meant to be doing and what you're meant to build on. And that is yourself, to become a better version of yourself. And that is your internalized fear of the change. But you will allow yourself for that change. And I'll say you just take a step and just go and have a swing of it and just say, yes, I'm going to make these changes. Because when you do, the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor, which will give you that sense of freedom, fluidity, as I said, expansion, a changing of ideas. And I feel like that is why you've got the Ace of Swords in reverse, because it's just your internalized fears. But when you tackle your internalized fears, things will become more fluid, things will become more expansive, and that old you is meant for you to be left in the past, because it's a shedding of the skin, you know, like a snake sheds its skin. It's about you being a new version of yourself. Have no fear, because it's going to make you greater, better, and you're going to flow. Remember that, you're going to flow no matter what. You will flow. Well, that was my reading for 2024. Love, peace, and light. The Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.